Welcome to Spotted Dog Technologies. In this video, we will go over the Manage Hovers and setting changes for the modules on the main page. We'll start at the filtered summary. We'll go to the Manage Hover. Make sure you are in the edit mode at the very top of the screen here. Make sure you are in edit mode, and you will see the Manage Hovers. Click on the Manage Hover, just hover over it. It'll give you a bunch of settings. If you want to move this module to a different part of the screen where it says the move down here, you can move it to wherever you want on the screen. So if you do not like the filtered summary, which is the address and call information that comes from your CAD, if you'd like it displayed somewhere else on the page, you can move that, or any module with the Manage Hover has the same location moves. So all you'd simply do is move it to that, but just click on that the spot you'd like it to go to, and it will go. If you want to look at where these particular spots are, if you click on the Layout button at the top of the screen, this will give you a basic layout of the page, and then you can see what is where. So you can see that all of your response and your status and your messages and everything are in the top left pane, and your mapping is in the top right pane. And you can see where the rest of the stuff there. So it gives you a basic idea of where things are on the screen. So if you like to move something around, you can come to the layout to look where it is and then go ahead and move it from there. So we'll go back to the filtered summary, onto the Manage Hover. We'll go to Settings. And in most of the modules you'll see throughout the system is you'll go to the fourth tab over. This is where a lot of the changes are. Now we're using if you're going to create any other modules or different pages, and in another video we'll show you how to do that. But this is where you're using the what you're deciding this to display as. So we're displaying this as an alarm list, and that's what's going to show. And of course your organization will display here. The overdue threshold is how long do we want to display that. The default setting is 0, so it always displays, and we can display how many rows. So for example, this call is this portal here is set for one call, so it only display one at a time. If we wanted to change that to show 3 calls, we'd simply change that 1 to a 3, and we'd make an update. We'd click on the update button and it would be done. In all of the modules, you'll see that the left box are your choices, and what's been selected is what's going to display. So in this module, okay, we're going to show one row, which is one call at a time. It's always going to be up there, okay, and it's only going to display the filtered summary. If we wanted the screen to go blank after a call after a certain amount of time, so for example, if after 4 hours we want the last call to disappear, we simply change that to, instead of 4 days, and it's, yes, I'm sorry, I was right. After 4 hours, that would simply go over. Now that's from the time of call. So if I set this right now to update, the ER team test you can see through there will disappear when I hit the update button, because it's 4 hours past that last call. The update goes through and it's going off the display. So the users would normally see the view mode, which they don't see the Manage Hovers. Manage Hovers are gone, and so there's no records to display because the last call was more than 4 hours ago. Some folks like their screen to be gone and only show the last call. If you want to show the last 3 calls, or most of the departments are at, you would want to leave that up on a static display. So to go back and change that, remember, if we were going to make those changes, we need to be in the edit mode. Click on edit. Okay, that Manage Hover for the filter summary. Go back to the settings. Turn that overdue threshold to 0. Hit update, and we'll see the last one call come up. And it's back again. Now on the other modules all have the same moves. You can move the modules all the same. They all work the same way. If we go to the settings screen on like a responding to station, you'll see that that display mode has changed from a responder display. The other one was an alarm list. And each one of these, same as the map, this module can do a lot of different things. So the map object message list, static message lists, the hydrant manager, all are built on this one module here. And what we select as far as the display mode as to what it will do. So we're showing the responder display on this one. So in a responder display, what are we selecting? We want to see who's responding, and we want to see where they're going. So these are the only things they're going to show, or is responding to the station, and what criteria what fields do we want to display. So we're showing the name of the person responding, how much time left it's going to take for them to respond, and their qualifications. If we want to add what time they started, we can add that to it. We can add what their current state is, and that will display next to their name. So obviously it would say responding. Currently it will just show up under that responding module, but if you want to say responding, it will do that by putting the current state up there. Whatever you like to see, you add that to it, and that'll display on the board there. When you're done, simply hit the update button, and that'll set any changes that you made. Okay, let me hit cancel. A lot of portals have above the map list, they have their apparatus or their units displayed here. The simple way to change the color, as you can see when we use this for colors for out of service. There's any color that you decide you want to use. Simply go to the manage hover, and in this particular instance, instead of going to the settings, you want to go to edit content. So edit content. Go to the HTML right down here at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, and if you look at the lines of text here, you'll see where the green is, that's the color of the button, and we see where the red is. So if we want to change that red to a green, or let's use a different color, let's make it yellow, just to show you the difference. You can preview that change and see that that's what it's going to look like. Once you like the color that you've selected, you simply hit the save button, and that will change it permanently on the main page. To go back and change it, hit the Add to HTML, highlight the word yellow, type red back in, save, and it stays the same as we had it. Okay, so all of those manage hovers each all do the same thing on each one. It's the same module for each individual spot on the screen. You can make new pages to do different things if you wish, and we'll do a separate video to show you that there. Thank you very much, and again, if you have any questions, contact us here at Spotted Dog Technologies. Be glad to help you with any of your questions.